I recently came across a video called Real Beginner 0 to Tuck Planche Progression in 64 Days. The video was made by the famous person called Geek Climber on YouTube, who is known for his incredible pulling strength and climbing experience. In today's video, I want to react to it and talk a little bit about the mistakes that Geek Climber has made throughout his Tuck Planche journey and show you guys how we can avoid them.
However, the only push strength training experience I have is holding a kick-up handstand for 10 seconds. That's it. Nothing more than that.
So first of all, it's very funny that you start learning for the planche and the only push strength experience that you have is the handstand hold. Like, I would say it's possible, yeah. The goal isn't set too high.
Second, protract the scapula. Well, I used to hunch my back all the time when writing C++ for work. So how hard can protracting the scapula be, right?
Protecting your scapula is very important in order to hold the tuck planche. I guarantee you, you won't be able to hold the tuck planche if you don't protect your scapula. You can imagine that the protection of your scapula pulls you up and ensures that you remain stable in this position.
Fourth, rotate the hands out 45 degrees to ease up the wrist pressure when you lean forward.
This is a very useful tip. First of all, there are a few skills like the elbow lever or the 90-degree hold, which can't be achieved regularly with your fingers always facing to the front. In order to achieve such skills like the elbow lever or the 90-degree hold, you have to rotate your hands to a point where it feels comfortable enough to do the skills. So in my case, I have to rotate my hands a bit more than 90 degrees in order to hold the 90-degree hold.
Feeling ready, I started to attempt the tuck planche. The first thing I immediately realized is that it felt like my elbows were about to snap when I attempted the tuck planche.
And that's the point of the video where it starts to trigger me. We are at day 1 of your tuck planche journey. So why are you doing randomly tuck planche attempts without any experience in protecting your scapula correctly? You said before that you have watched like 10 tutorial videos on YouTube and you also definitely came across the term of protecting your scapula. I mean, like, your second tip was that we should keep in mind to protect our scapula while doing the tuck planche hold. But obviously you didn't deal with what it means to protect your scapula beforehand.
Therefore, the exercises I decided to work on were 3 sets of 3 rep max effort planche leans and 3 sets of max effort L-sits. Planche lean feels like the best way to train the wrist because you can put as much pressure on your wrist as your wrist can take in a controlled position.
So at day 31, he realized that there is a word called progression. He starts by doing the so-called planche lean hold, which is a very useful exercise for learning the tuck planche hold. But again, I would have started doing the planche lean holds first instead of randomly doing tuck planche attempts at the beginning of my journey. One possible way of progressing to the tuck planche hold is first by doing planche lean holds to build a strong scapular protection, and second by doing pseudo planche push-ups to build more shoulder strength, which is necessary in order to hold the tuck planche. And also, progressions will not only make you stronger in general and will give you a feeling of what it's like to do this skill, it will also prevent you from injuries. Especially with the tuck planche hold, People have experienced forearm pain happening on the underside, which is called the ulnar side of the arm.
And this happened.
Oh! So at day 64, he was able to hold the tuck planche, but with an extremely rounded back and with no control. In my opinion, his tuck planche journey should have been approached quite differently. He should have informed himself more about how certain executions are made, such as to protect your scapula, and should start with preliminary exercises and make harder versions over time, also known as progressions. And the last thing I want to mention, guys, is that he also could have considered to use parallettes while training for the tuck planche hold and also doing the tuck planche hold. Because with parallettes, you don't have to balance yourself as much as if you will do the tuck planche hold on the ground. And you can really focus with parallettes that you have a strong scapular protection, and therefore it's much easier, in my opinion, to do such skills like the tuck planche hold on parallettes instead of on the ground. So that's it with the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in the next video. Peace.